Have you ever paused for a moment to really think about what success actually means? Not the kind of success people usually describe, like owning a large house, driving luxury cars, having a high-paying job, but the kind that fills your heart with joy and brings peace to your spirit. Success is often confused as something that exists outside of us, something we have to chase like a distant trophy. But what if the real secret was already inside you? If success is not so much about what you own, but more about the person you are becoming. Picture waking up each morning with a sense of meaning, quiet confidence that no matter what difficulties show up, you are already living as a winner. That inner sense of victory is what genuine success is built upon. So many people spend their entire lives running after an idea of success given to them by culture, society, or even their families. They are made to think that success is measured by applause, approval, or recognition. But here is the truth: if your success is tied only to the opinions of others, always be fragile and temporary. Real success is deeply personal. It is about living in a way that matches your values and your passions. It is about waking up each day and knowing that you are heading in the right direction, even if the steps feel small. The more you reflect, the clearer it becomes that success is about fulfillment, growth, and peace inside your soul. Once you truly see this, the endless chase loses its power. Instead, a new force begins to rise within you. Calm but unstoppable determination. This journey starts with a change in how you see success. It is not some faraway destination you eventually arrive at, but rather a daily way of living. It is found in those quiet moments when you choose bravery instead of comfort. It shows itself when you keep moving even though the road feels rough, and when you refuse to settle for less than what your heart truly longs for. Your mind plays a central role here. The stories you repeat to yourself about your worth, your talents, and your future will shape your entire reality. If you believe you are capable, you will uncover paths to succeed. Doubt controls you, it will block your growth. This is why mastering your mindset is the most essential foundation for success. Right now, maybe you feel stuck or even overwhelmed. Maybe you have wondered if success is something only a lucky few are able to achieve. But the truth is, success is open to everyone. It does not belong only to the most gifted or the most intelligent. It belongs to those who make the choice to believe in themselves, to keep showing up, and to never give in to defeat. There is a powerful psychological principle here. The moment you fully commit to a goal, your brain begins to work with you instead of against you. As soon as you focus your energy clearly on what you want, your mind starts noticing opportunities, ideas, and solutions that were invisible before. This is the amazing power of intention combined with belief. If you stay with this message until the end, you will discover a mindset shift that may seem simple but can completely transform how you live. This is not just theory or wishful thinking. It is based on how human psychology actually functions and how your brain is designed to grow and succeed. By the time you finish, feel not only inspired, but also equipped with the clarity to begin your own journey toward a life that is successful, meaningful, and truly yours. Remember, real success has nothing to do with proving yourself to the world. It has everything to do with honoring who you truly are. It means waking up with excitement rather than anxiety. It means building a life where you feel proud instead of pressured. The more you chase only outer symbols of success, the more drained you will become. The moment you begin defining success by your personal values, the energy you radiate will start attracting the right people, the right chances, and the right experiences. Think for a moment about the people you look up to most. What common thread runs through their lives? Usually it is not simply money, fame, or position. It is their resilience, their sense of purpose, and their ability to live with deep satisfaction. They face obstacles, fears, and setbacks just like you do. What sets them apart is their realization that success is a way of thinking and a consistent practice, not just a final prize. When you truly understand this, you stop fearing failure and instead begin welcoming it as part of the learning process. This very moment is your chance to pause and redefine success on your own terms. Would it look like if each morning you woke up already feeling successful, no matter what your outer situation looked like? If you stopped wasting energy comparing your life to someone else's and instead focused on your personal path? Success begins with one decision, the decision to believe that you are worthy, capable, and fully deserving of a meaningful life. Every choice you make shapes tomorrow. Success is created one decision at a time. Each time you choose honesty, kindness, persistence, or self-respect, you are building a foundation that cannot be shaken by outside forces. This foundation grows stronger. Every day you remind yourself that your worth is not tied to possessions, recognition, or achievements, to the strength and passion that live within you. The very first step toward living a life of success is realizing that it starts inside. It is your perspective, your principles, and your willingness to keep moving forward, even when the path seems heavy. This road will test you, stretch you, and sometimes push you to your limits. It will also uncover your real potential and inner power. So what if success is not really about the finish line, but about the person you are becoming along the journey? If the real prize is simply having the courage to live fully, without fear and without regret, the path to success begins right here with that question. The rest of this journey will show you how to transform that single thought into a force so powerful it reshapes your entire life. Keep this truth close to your heart. Success is not a location to reach. It is a lifestyle you choose every single day. One thought, one step, one belief at a time. The journey is already waiting for you to begin. Your mind is the seedbed for everything you will ever achieve. It is where the roots of success take hold. Every extraordinary achievement begins with a single thought, an idea that lights a spark inside you. But not all thoughts carry the same power. Some lift you upward, others pull you down. The difference comes from the mindset you decide to strengthen. When you teach your mind to focus on possibility, you choose to trust in your own abilities. You open the door to opportunities you could never imagine. Your thoughts shape your entire experience of life. If you repeatedly tell yourself, "I can't," your mind will gather evidence to prove it correct. But when you say, "I will," your mind instantly starts working to make it a reality. This is not magic or wishful thinking. It is science. The human brain is designed to adapt and change according to what you focus on. It rewires itself every time you accept a new belief or habit. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to grow stronger and create new pathways when you practice certain thoughts and behaviors. The more often you practice believing in yourself, the more your brain builds connections that support your growth. Believing in yourself does not mean ignoring hardships or pretending that everything is easy. It means trusting that you have the strength to face challenges and learn through them. This trust builds resilience, that inner power to keep moving when life pushes you back. Resilience transforms obstacles into stepping stones, doubts into fuel, struggles into lessons. When you begin each day with a success-oriented mindset, you start seeing things differently. Doors that were hidden suddenly appear. Ideas begin to flow. Motivation comes more naturally. You find ways to solve problems and move beyond limits. This mental shift is like switching on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, you see the path ahead with clarity. Success is not limited to a chosen few. It belongs to anyone who chooses to take control of their own thinking. Your mind is your greatest resource. Treat it carefully, feed it with hope and strength, and watch how everything around you begins to change. Once your mind is rooted in belief, the next step is giving that belief a clear direction. Without a goal, even the most powerful mindset can drift. Think about a ship without a destination. It will wander aimlessly, wasting both time and energy. The same is true for life without goals. Goals act as your compass, guiding your choices and actions. They turn vague wishes into focused steps. You know clearly what you want. Your focus sharpens, your energy grows, and your motivation comes alive. Setting goals is much more than writing down dreams. It is the process of defining what success truly means for you personally. Everyone's vision of success is different because each life, each passion, and each value is unique. Taking the time to understand your personal goals creates a strong link between your desires and your daily actions. This link is what keeps you going even on the days you feel tired or uncertain. Small and specific goals are just as valuable as big dreams. In fact, breaking a big vision into smaller steps makes the journey less overwhelming and more achievable. Every small victory adds to your confidence and fuels momentum. It reminds your brain that progress is happening, which further strengthens your belief in yourself. This cycle of setting goals and celebrating progress rewires your brain into a system that naturally supports success. When your goals are vague or unclear, discouragement sets in quickly. But with clear goals, you gain focus and direction. You start making decisions that match your vision, removing distractions and unnecessary detours. That sense of direction creates its own motivation and sense of control. And remember, your goals don't have to be permanent or perfect. They can shift as you evolve and as life changes. What matters most is that you choose, commit, and move. That commitment is the bridge that connects imagination to action. Without it, even the best mindset can lose its way. With it, your heart, mind, and actions work together, steadily guiding you toward the life you deserve. No matter how clear your goals are, the path to success will never be free of difficulties. Many people see failure as something to run from, as proof that they are not good enough or that their work was wasted. Failure is actually one of the greatest tools available to you. It teaches lessons that success alone cannot teach. When you fail, you discover what doesn't work, you must improve, and how strong your determination really is. Every setback is a lesson hidden inside a challenge. The key is to change the way you see failure. Instead of being afraid of it, accept it as a necessary step in growth. Successful people don't run from failure, they welcome it. They know that every failure moves them closer to their destination. Each time you fall, you gain valuable wisdom and strength. These are the qualities that build long-lasting success. You face failure, your mind is put to the test. It can either break you apart or make you stronger. The difference is in how you react. If you allow failure to define you, you remain stuck in fear and doubt. But if you use it as a stepping stone, you become unstoppable. This is why failure is not the opposite of success. It is an important part of it. Failure, success would lose its value. Every big achievement has been built on many failures. The strongest people are not those who never fell, those who stood up again and again, refusing to stop. This kind of strength is a skill that anyone can develop. It requires patience, self-kindness, and the will to keep learning from every step. When you begin to see failure as your teacher, your way of thinking changes. You become braver in taking risks, trying new things, and moving beyond your comfort zone. This courage opens doors that fear would have kept closed. Failure is nothing but feedback, guide that helps you adjust your path and continue forward smarter and stronger. Remember, success is not about never falling. It's about refusing to stay down. Each failure you meet is proof that you are growing, changing, and moving closer to your highest potential. Accept failure, learn from it, and let it push you forward on the journey toward the successful life you deserve. Motivation is powerful. It lights the spark inside you and drives you onward. Motivation alone isn't enough. It is like a flame that can start a fire, but without fuel, it dies out quickly. That fuel is discipline. Discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation runs low, when excitement disappears, and when challenges feel too heavy. It is the quiet force behind every story of success. Discipline means showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's the decision to keep working toward your goals, no matter how small the progress looks. You develop discipline, you create habits that carry your dreams. These habits become automatic. That way, you don't have to rely only on willpower. Willpower is limited, discipline stays. Consistency is the key that unlocks the power of discipline. Success rarely comes from one big effort. It comes from many small, steady actions done over time. Think of discipline as the bridge between your goals and your achievements. Without it, goals remain dreams. With it, goals turn into reality. Discipline becomes part of your daily life. You grow a mindset that refuses to quit. You stop making excuses and start finding answers. This way of thinking makes you stronger, focused, and more determined. It helps you push through boredom, distraction, and doubt. The most successful people don't rely only on motivation. They create routines and habits that carry them forward no matter how they feel. Discipline brings freedom. It frees you from the chaos of emotions and the rise and fall of motivation. It gives you control over your journey and your future. Remember, motivation may appear and disappear, but discipline stays. It is the power that transforms dreams into achievements. You choose discipline. You are telling yourself that your success is worth the effort every single day. This decision will carry you through the hardest moments and bring you closer to the successful life you are meant to live. The people you spend your time with shape who you become. It may sound simple, but it is one of the most powerful influences on your success. When you are around positive, ambitious, and supportive people, their energy lifts you higher. Their beliefs and habits affect you, inspiring you to reach further and work harder. On the other hand, negative or doubtful people can drain your energy, fill your thoughts with fear, and block you from your potential. Humans are built for connection, and we absorb the attitudes of those nearest to us. This is why your environment plays a major role in your path to success. If the people around you don't believe in your vision or discourage your efforts, it becomes harder to keep pushing. But when you choose to be with those who encourage growth, celebrate your wins, and push you to do better, your chances of success rise greatly. Surrounding yourself with positivity doesn't mean ignoring reality or avoiding honest advice. It means spending time with people who focus on solutions and progress, just problems. It means finding mentors, friends, or colleagues who challenge you to grow and stand by you when you fall. Their impact shapes your way of thinking, making you stronger and more focused. Your social circle is like a mirror. If you want to change your life, start by changing the people you spend most of your time with. This doesn't mean abandoning everyone from your past, but it does mean choosing where you place your energy. Positive influences act like anchors in the stormy seas of life, keeping you steady when difficulties appear. Remember, success is rarely a one-person journey. It grows in groups where encouragement, accountability, and shared vision exist. The right people will inspire you to keep going, remind you of your strength, and show you possibilities when you feel stuck. Choosing your company wisely is a simple but powerful step toward living the successful life you desire and deserve. Taking complete responsibility for your life is one of the most powerful decisions you can make on the path to true success. It means breaking the habit of blaming others, circumstances, or bad luck for where you stand today. When you take responsibility, you take back your power. You accept that your choices, actions, and thoughts shape your future. No matter what hardships you face, this mindset puts you in control, not as a victim, but as the author of your own story. It's easy to fall into excuses. They feel safe because they move the burden away from you. But every excuse, no matter how true it feels, keeps you stuck. Real growth begins when you face the truth honestly and decide that you are responsible for your direction. This doesn't mean pretending life is easy. It means accepting that your response to challenges matters more than the challenges themselves. Taking responsibility is freeing because it stops you from waiting for someone else to solve your problems or give you permission to succeed. It drives you to take action now with whatever tools you have. This mindset builds confidence and pushes you to search for answers instead of staying with problems. You stop blaming, you start thinking like a leader of your own life. Your mindset shifts from helplessness to empowerment. This change is critical because how you see your role shapes every choice you make. When you see yourself as responsible, you become sharper, more determined, and more resilient. Challenges turn into chances to grow instead of reasons to quit. Remember, your life is the result of the choices you make every day. Taking responsibility means owning those choices, learning from mistakes, and committing to growth. This mindset not only brings you closer to success, but also builds the character that real success needs. You fully accept responsibility, you unlock your true potential, and step into the person you were meant to become. The way you speak to yourself every day shapes your life more than anything else. Your inner voice can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. Many people don't realize how harsh they are toward themselves. This self-talk influences your confidence, your drive, and your ability to keep moving during hard times. Learning to change that inner voice is a life-changing step towards success. Picture your mind as a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. If you keep planting weeds like doubt, fear, and negativity, they will grow and take over. But if you plant encouragement, belief, and hope, your garden will thrive. The words you tell yourself are powerful. They shape your emotions, your choices, and even your actions. Positive self-talk rewires your brain to see challenges as chances and failures as lessons. Changing your inner voice begins with awareness. Notice when your thoughts become harsh or self-limiting. Instead of believing them, question them. Ask yourself if what you are thinking is really true or just fear pretending to be truth. Then replace those thoughts with affirmations and beliefs that give you strength. This isn't about ignoring reality, but about choosing to focus on what supports you. When you practice positive self-talk often, you grow resilience. Your mind becomes stronger and more prepared to handle setbacks. This change builds the foundation for lasting confidence and success. You begin to trust that you can face obstacles, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward. Remember, the most successful people don't only have great talents or ideas. They have mastered the way they speak to themselves. They are gentle and encouraging with themselves, especially during difficulties. This habit builds mental strength and deep self-worth. When you change the way you talk to yourself, you change your whole life. Your inner voice becomes the energy that carries you toward the successful life you are working to build. Taking care of your body is just as important as training your mind on the path to success. Your physical health has a direct impact on your energy, focus, and mood, are all key elements in achieving your goals. When your body is strong and well rested, your mind functions more efficiently. You think more clearly, manage stress better, stay motivated for longer periods. Neglecting your physical health can quietly drain your determination and slow your progress, even if your mindset is strong. Achieving success requires stamina, not just short bursts of effort. This stamina comes from consistent habits like getting enough sleep, eating a balanced diet, moving your body regularly. Sleep is when your brain restores itself and your body repairs. Without sufficient rest, your ability to concentrate, make good decisions, control your emotions weakens. Food is the fuel for both your brain and body. Nutrient-rich meals provide long-lasting energy, while junk food leads to crashes and foggy thinking. Exercise releases chemicals in your brain that reduce stress and increase happiness, helping you stay positive and focused. Your body and mind are connected more deeply than you may realize. When you care for your body, your mind follows. Healthy routines create a foundation of strength that supports all you do. They form a cycle where physical energy enhances mental clarity and mental strength encourages healthy choices. Many successful people don't just work hard. They prioritize themselves so they can perform at their best each day. This balance prevents burnout and keeps them sharp. If you aim to live a successful life, attending to your physical health is not optional, it's essential. Remember, success is a marathon, not a sprint. Your body is your vehicle. Without proper care, it cannot carry you far. Make your health a priority as part of your success plan. Nourish your body, rest deeply, and move consistently. This will not only improve your performance, but also boost your confidence and resilience. When you honor your body, you strengthen the entire foundation of your journey toward the life you dream of living. Time is the most valuable resource you have, yet it is often the most wasted. You manage your time affects your success more than almost anything else. Everyone gets the same 24 hours each day. What sets people apart is how they use those hours. Taking control of your time is taking control of your life. Many people let distractions and urgent but unimportant tasks steal their focus. Social media, endless emails, constant notifications easily pull you away from what matters most. Without clear priorities, time slips away, leaving you frustrated and overwhelmed. Success requires being intentional with every minute. You must learn to say no to distractions and yes to actions that move you closer to your goals. Effective time management isn't about doing more, it's about doing what truly counts. It involves setting clear priorities and focusing on actions with high impact. The tasks that create real progress and bring you closer to the life you want. You structure your day around these priorities. You work smarter, not harder. You avoid burnout and build momentum through steady, focused effort. Planning your time also reduces stress. When you know what to expect and have a plan, your mind feels calmer and more in control. This clarity lets you focus deeply and produce your best results. Without a plan, your energy scatters and your output suffers. Remember, time is your most precious asset because once it's gone, you cannot get it back. Successful people protect their time fiercely, treating it as a treasure they invest wisely to build the life they desire. To live successfully, start by mastering your time. Choose carefully where you put your energy and watch your goals start to become reality. Managing your time effectively is more than a skill. It's a lifestyle that leads to freedom, achievement, and fulfillment. Gratitude is a simple yet powerful habit that can change the way you see your life and handle challenges. Focusing on what you are thankful for shifts your mind from scarcity to abundance. This shift affects your energy, your mood, and even your perspective on success. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by what you lack, you begin to appreciate the progress you've made and the opportunities ahead. Gratitude rewires your brain to notice the positives in your life, no matter how small. This positive mindset increases happiness and lowers stress, are essential for maintaining motivation and resilience. Practicing gratitude regularly helps you develop a mindset that attracts more positivity and possibilities. Being grateful doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. It means recognizing the lessons and growth that come from challenges. It means appreciating the people who support you, the skills you've gained, and the small victories that build momentum. Gratitude keeps you grounded and balanced, especially when the journey feels difficult or slow. Making gratitude a daily habit creates a foundation of optimism. This optimism strengthens your belief in your ability to succeed. It gives you the courage to continue when setbacks happen and the bravery to take risks. People who practice gratitude are more likely to persevere because they focus on progress rather than problems. Gratitude also improves relationships and strengthens support systems. When you value others and express thanks, you build connections that lift you and inspire you. These relationships become sources of encouragement and motivation as you pursue your goals. Success isn't only about achievements, it's also about how you feel along the way. Gratitude enriches your journey, making it more fulfilling and joyful. Learning to be grateful invites more success and happiness into your life. It's a mindset that can transform everything. Dreams and goals give your life direction and meaning. Without clear objectives, easy to drift through each day without purpose or enthusiasm. Setting goals creates a roadmap for your journey. Goals give you something to aim for, a focus for your energy. They turn vague wishes into tangible plans, making success seem attainable instead of distant. Clear goals help your mind focus on what matters most. They filter out distractions and keep you motivated, especially when challenges appear. Knowing exactly what you want simplifies decision making, as you can ask, does this move me closer to my goal? This focus saves time and energy, speeding your progress. But goals alone are not enough. You need to connect deeply with your reasons for achieving them. Your why provides emotional fuel that keeps you moving forward. Your goals are linked to something meaningful: freedom, family, personal growth, or contribution. You create a powerful source of motivation that withstands obstacles. Your goals should be realistic yet challenging. Stretching slightly beyond your comfort zone encourages learning and growth. Too easy, and you risk boredom. Too hard, and you risk discouragement. Finding the balance helps you build skills, gain confidence, and develop momentum. Writing down your goals makes them real. Seeing them in black and white transforms them into commitments you can hold yourself accountable for. Breaking larger goals into smaller steps creates a sense of progress and keeps motivation alive. Each small achievement strengthens your belief that success is attainable. Remember, dreams without action remain fantasies. Clear, meaningful goals give your life purpose and direction, turning hope into a plan and potential into reality. Knowing what you want and why you want it is already halfway to achieving the successful life you desire. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Planning and goal setting alone are not enough. Consistent action is required. Action transforms ideas into results and hope into progress. Every small step adds momentum, creating a force that pushes you forward. Many hesitate because they fear failure or feel overwhelmed by the size of their goals. Action does not have to be perfect or grand to matter. Even tiny daily steps lead to massive long-term change. Starting is often the hardest part. Once you begin, path becomes clearer and confidence grows. Action also teaches lessons no planning can. It shows what works, what fails, and what needs adjustment. This feedback is essential for growth. It moves you from theory into experience. Each attempt increases your knowledge and skill, bringing you closer to success. Procrastination is the enemy of progress. It feeds doubt and fear, convincing you to wait for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. The only moment you have is now. Committing to action allows you to control your journey and create opportunities. Success is built on doing, not just dreaming. Consistent effort, daily decisions to move forward, shape your future. Action converts potential into power and dreams into reality. No step is too small. Each action is a victory. Proof you are actively creating the successful life you seek. Discipline is the quiet force turning dreams into reality. It sustains you when motivation fades, when excitement wanes, and when quitting seems easier. Discipline is the habit of doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's the commitment to your goals that drives you through tough days and long nights. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline creates consistency, and consistency builds results. Success rarely comes from sudden effort. It comes from steady progress repeated daily. Discipline is a muscle strengthened by practice, and the stronger it grows, unstoppable you become. Discipline teaches delayed gratification. You learn to choose long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. It may mean prioritizing work over leisure, focus over distractions, persistence over comfort. Each disciplined choice strengthens your ability to stay committed to success. Discipline also creates freedom. It may seem restrictive. It gives you control over your life. With discipline, you are not ruled by impulses, emotions, or circumstances. You become the master of your actions and your future. Discipline doesn't require perfection. It requires showing up consistently and doing your best, even when it's hard. Success is a series of disciplined steps taken one after another. Committing to discipline builds the foundation for every goal, dream, and achievement. The people around you influence your success greatly. Your environment shapes your habits, mindset, and results. Surrounding yourself with those who inspire, challenge, and support you creates a positive feedback loop propelling you forward. Negative or unsupportive relationships drain energy and slow progress. Successful people understand the value of surrounding themselves with individuals who uplift them. These are people who embrace growth, take responsibility, and strive for excellence. Being around such people raises your own standards and expectations. Their energy motivates improvement and reminds you that your goals are possible. Just about company, but also the quality of interaction. Meaningful conversations and shared objectives build bonds that encourage accountability and collaboration. Others genuinely want to see you succeed. You feel confident taking risks and stepping beyond your comfort zone. At the same time, recognize relationships that limit your growth. Toxic influences, critical, negative, or unsupportive, undermine self-belief and distract you. Protecting your energy may require making tough choices about your inner circle. Remember, you become like those you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Build a network that challenges, inspires, and supports you. Your environment can either launch you forward or hold you back. Surround yourself with those who recognize your worth and encourage your growth, and you will rise to heights you once thought impossible.